I think I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh my god.
Baby, I'm so low-fi. Everything is wrong on me, but I managed to survive.
I'm Bella, and this is the Beauty Not the Beast channel, YouTube channel. If you were listening from other side, I will let everything linked above, below, sideways, or whatever it can be linked in description. And this is a new series that I decided to start. New series. I mean, I never created a series. I have playlists on YouTube, but okay. This is called Same Thing We Do Every Day. That's like one thing that nobody expected. You did plans, 2020 came up and on your face. So let me introduce myself. And this is the funny thing, I won't do cuts. You gotta deal with me. This was supposed to be a podcast, but I don't have energy to learn about it, and I think it's kind of like crazy. So let's keep with YouTube. It will be around 20 minutes or so video. And if you want to do your course and do something, listening or even watching me, welcome to We Do. I already forgot the name of the podcast. Same thing we do every day. Quarantine. Quarantine edition. And let me introduce myself. That's one thing that I'm supposed to. I'm Bela. I'm a Brazilian. As you can hear, my English is not like native. I live in Finland. Well, I speak basic Finnish. I understand more than what I can speak. And I live by myself. Like in Finland, I don't have like family or anything else. Of course, I have friends that are around and stuff. I'm about to be 30 years old. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to record this. Because, well, 2020 made me cancel my plans of my 30th birthday. That I was supposed to go to Brazil and see my family and stuff. And thank you very much to the 2020 situation. I don't want to talk about the virus because we are always struggling with it. I seriously don't. I did a small memo to remember what I have to talk. And here I am, feeling like Bridget Jones. Like, I'm going to buy probably a cake, do a decoration to take pictures to send to my family. And enjoy how life can be. Like, I don't know, I had so many expectations for the 30s, and now it's just like I'm inside home with my dog and trying to create the most amount of things that I can, and that's it. And sometimes I do those songs and noises and stuff. Yeah, so I have some things to write down because it's what I wanted to talk. Let me glue here on the chair. Yeah, I told that it's supposed to be a podcast, and I have so much to say, and I don't talk too much. I have like 2 persons that actually call me, because I don't like to call people. I always think that I'm taking their attention or their free time. I have so much to say, and I'm not sure who is open to listen what I have to say, or who want to listen what I have to say, and my brain's like always full. I'm always thinking so many things at the same time. It's like my brain is like when you open your that's what I mean. My brain goes too fast that I can't explain. So it's for example, when I open research and I start to research one thing, open a tab, open a tab, and when I see I have 20 tabs, some I finish, some I never finish, someday it will just all close up and I will never remember that I was thinking about it. Some I go really deep and thinking really through it. That's how it goes my mind. And as English is not my first language, nowadays I think more in English than in Portuguese, but on grammar construction, sometimes I'm thinking Portuguese and I construct my grammar like based on the Brazilian Portuguese one, yeah. As I have the YouTube channel and I already talk a lot about things, I wasn't sure if someone would actually watch 20 minutes of me speaking. So let's start with 20. If people are watching, we continue. This is basically for me to speak more, use more my English, because I'm still in doubts how I lead my YouTube channel. Some videos are in Portuguese, some videos are still in English. And for those who are training English, it's nice to also hear something or some like accent that's not just the American or the British or the Irish. It's like a real accent, because everybody's going to have an accent, and it's not a problem. I don't see it's a problem. I know that my accent is super, super heavy, but if you stop to think, in every country from north to south, it will have a difference on the way that you speak. So it's not a problem to have an accent on another language, you know. First month during the pandemic going on, I was freaking out. My anxiety came and I was basically sleeping. As you can see, I'm still recovering. Look at, if you are not seeing the video, I'm sorry, but I will describe myself as a panda right now, because I was sleeping so much, so like anxious and depressed, because, well, you really don't know when, how, or you don't know what will be after this first wave of the virus, or what will be after the second wave of virus. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to be able to see my family. First month, that was March, that I was already locked down at home in March, I was basically, I couldn't do anything. I was just laying down and thinking about life. I watched some series. I can't even talk about the series, for example. And I didn't know what to do. And now I just moved to a new place, and I'm starting to get okay with the situation, knowing what is the situation here in Finland. And I'm like, okay, let's create now that I'm okay, because I have these mood swings where I go super depressed to super excited and overactive and overdoing stuff. And I think with the new air, let's see, the new environment, I think more like creating. I think my last apartment was kind of crowded, to be honest. So now I feel like creating more. For example, yesterday I got inspired for an Instagrammer that I follow, that she do some aquarelle, like aquarelle is Portuguese, watercolor paintings, and her user is Punk Rock, it's Punk Rock, I think. I will put it down here, and I want to recreate one of her drawings. She did a drawing of a chubby girl with the Ghostbusters suit, and I have one that I got last year for Halloween that I didn't celebrate. And then I did like some nice makeup. That was a thing that I didn't put for over a month. And then I put fake eyelashes that have been, I don't know, 4 or 5 years that I don't put eyelashes. So yeah, it was exciting to create something different, and then I just got more excited, and I'm like, okay, let's take all the plans from the paper, you know. So, but at the same, I don't feel too much using social media. I'm not like much on Instagram. I post some stuff early in the morning and some stuff in the night before I go to sleep. I check out at the same time, like early in the morning and then at night. I've been spend some time on series and YouTube and books, creating, writing down, studying. I have this book that I've been like writing down, and that it doesn't have a cover, by the way. The things in here, like the title of the book is like knowledge is the key. So I like to get to know knowledge and like get to learn new things. I don't know. Yeah, so this whole experience is like being alone is normal for me. I've been this 4 years alone, doing my things alone, and the past 2 years I got Daisy. So being like it's normal for me to be alone and be introvert and be at home. What is not normal is not being able to go anywhere freely and go and do things. That's what freaked me out. I can be like much time without see people because I don't have many friends here. I know some people here, some people there that I'm always like begging to hang out because they Finnish people normally they have their own like group of friends and they hang out with them. They don't get too close, or at least I haven't experienced like any group of friends that got me like to hang out with them. But I was always like, hey, what are you doing today? Are you hanging out and stuff like I call begging because that's how I feel, but it's more of like inviting myself, otherwise nobody would invite me. But yeah, I watched The Purge, the series. I haven't watched the movies yet. I've been watching Misfits. I watched 2 seasons. Then I watched Skins, because I remember that I like, seriously, Skins was one of my favorite series when I was like 17, 18. The British version, please, British version. And I remember that after the second generation I didn't watch it anymore because I was like, man, not interested. I was old already and stuff. Even the second generation I watched it kind of like, okay. And then I got to watch the third generation, and then I got to watch it, the Skins. I watched 90 Days Fiancé, at least 2 or 3 seasons, just for the, well, chuckles and giggles. And what else I watched? Workaholics. Workaholics is very funny. What else? I've been watching some movies. Like, I avoided so much to watch 6 Feet Away. That's the movie with the Spruce Calling. I don't lembro como é o nome. Oh, why did I start to speak Portuguese? I don't remember what was his name. Because the movie is basically like 2 persons that has like a self-immune lungs disease. So if they both had the same disease, they couldn't touch or get close because one bacteria would infect the other and they fall in love and stuff like that. And I cried so much. Because it seems like, no, you can't get close to people because you never know if it has the virus, if doesn't, if has like asymptomatic, like means that you don't have the symptoms or anything. And I was like, Daisy's asking for attention, I'm sorry. Que foi? Vem aqui. She's coming. So what else? I've been watching some what else? I watched the Korean dramas. Daisy, don't, please. I watched some Korean dramas. This one that was super fun. I picked up a celebrity on the streets. I watched it on Viki. It's a site with like Korean, Chinese, Japanese dramas. I think there is even Vietnamese. I don't remember. Yeah. And shoutouts for my music this month that have been going like from 0 to 10. Like, I've been listening to Harry Styles, and then I've been listening to Halsey non-stop. I have been like non-stop listening to Halsey, Youngblood, Machine Gun Kelly. Of course, Machine Gun Kelly. If you don't know me now, you know I'm addicted to Machine Gun Kelly. I need to actually check what else I've been listening to. TTNG. And my Chemical Romance concert got like worldwide, all the concerts, yeah, but I was supposed to go to Prague to see them playing, but yeah. So they came out with their new album and it's so good. It's called Heartwork. They used Heartwork. It's like it's this, yeah, I have the same heart on my shoulders. I did those when I was like younger. Oh my god. I have the used on both shoulders. I'm really fan of the used. And what else? Then podcasts I listen to in Portuguese, that is Exaustos and Sexoterapia. And I listen to one that is American and it's super funny. It's called Call Her Daddy. Is an interesting podcast for me. It's more or less like a human studies for me, because it's 2 girls talking about sex and like doing the things for themselves, everything that like all the women avoided to do or to speak out about. And they go from, they still have kind of small mind, how can I say, they still have like close up ideas on their minds about what to do, what to not to do on first meeting, first date, or what to do in bed, or don't do this first time, just save it for the second and stuff. But they also speak out about like, if you want, do it. If you want this or that, go for it. You are your own daddy, you know. You don't need a daddy, you know. So the podcast is very interesting, and it's super funny because they talk so much like silly things that young people talk. Not that I'm old, but like, you know, when you are just like finding out about your sexuality and you are finding out about your own personality. That's the most what I see since the first episode. They might have like 70 episodes. So I've been seeing like their personality, or at least the character they made for the podcast, the personality going on. And yeah, so I told music and series. If you have any recommendations of books for me to read, let it down below or send it to my Instagram. So thank you for watching and listening to me. I hope you got an idea about what I'm going to talk here, that I don't have idea what I'm going to talk in here. But give me ideas what you want to listen about or what you enjoy to know a little bit more about me, because now I'm recording in English. And if you want to follow me on social media, my Instagram is carapinheiro, and it's down here as well. What else I have to say? I'm so bad at it. I'm so used to do all my simple vlogs. Let's keep doing the same thing we do every day. See you next week, I guess. Bye.